Longest substring without repeating characters. Given a string is called S. Find the length of the longest substring without repeating characters. So the example is this one. When we have this one, we need to return 3. Why? When we substring without repeating elements, we will get ABC, BCA, or CAB, right? So the longest substring is just 3. We cannot get 4 elements without repeating, right? So just 3 is the longest one. Okay, the way I'm gonna do is I will take the very first element, and then my result is just 1. I will take the first element, and then I will take the substring we got is just 1, and then I will keep looking for another characters. For the second characters, I will check my substring first. There is no B. Okay, so I will add to my substring. Okay, and then result is gonna be 2, right? Because I will take the maximize. And then this one is the substring we have currently, and then the another characters C. There is no C in our current substring, so I will put C, and then the result is gonna change from 2 to 3 because 2 is greater than 2, 3 is greater than 2, right? Okay, and then when we go for another characters A, okay, A is already in our current substring, so we will remove the first occurrence A from the substring. We will remove everything in front of the substring we found, every elements in front of the A before. Now A is just 0, right? So we will remove just A, and then we'll take BC, and then we got this A. Now this one is the substring length is 3, they are the equal, so the result we have is just 3. Okay, and then we will keep looking for, and then B is coming again, so we will remove the B first occurrence of B, and then we will concat CAB, right? And then we got C. Okay, we will remove C, and then we got ABC, right? And then we got B. Okay, the last index of B, this one, right? So we got this one, so we will remove every element until that B, so we'll have C, and then the second one is B, right? Okay, when another one B is coming at the time, we'll remove everything and just B, right? So the maximum or the longest substring without repeating character is just 3, so all the time we will return 3. Okay, so let's do the code. Okay, so let's remove this one, and then let's start. Okay, for the first time, if the string dot length is less than 2, we don't have to do anything, because for example, if the string has 0 length or just 1, at the time we don't need to commit anything, right? So we simply return s dot length. Okay, and then we will have the current substring. The substring we will think is the substring. We will start where? We will start from the first index, right? To know the index where we are there, right? Where we are, to know where we are. So we need to have a pointer, and then we will start 0, and then from that pointer 0, and then we'll take one element, So we will get, if it is this one in our current substring, we will have just A, and then the okay, and then we will have the result value just 1 because the current substring dot length equal 1, right? So the SULT result is the numbers of the length of the substring, okay? The longest or maximum length of the substring, okay? Result's gonna be just 1 for this case. Okay, we will loop one by one. Integer I equals 0, not 1, right? Because we already have that one index, so we'll start from 1, and I less than s dot length will go to the end, and then I plus plus. Okay, so okay, and then we will look for, now we have B, right? So we will look for the B. So integer, the index, we look for current substring dot last index of s dot I. So if there is B in our current substring, it will return its index, right? If there is no B, it will return -1, right? So if index greater than or equal 0, that means the value is already in our current substring. So if it is not in our current substring, we will just put that character in our current substring, right? So okay, now we have A, right? So we have to take AB from the S. This one is S, okay? The input string, okay? So we will get B string substring where we will start. We will start from the, we have the pointer, right? And then how many elements? We need 2 values, right? So 2, we cannot know we cannot know default, right? We cannot know easily. So how we are gonna know how much we have to add? So we can know where we are. Now the current index is just 1, right? So 1 minus P is just 0, and then plus 1. 0, 1 minus 0, 1 plus 1, so 2. So we will get 2, right? Substring. Okay, so when we are substring, we will start from 0, and then when we take two elements from the substring, from the strings S, we will get AB, okay? And then we will loop that again. Okay, now we are here, C. At that time, there is no C in our current substring, so we'll get ABC, okay? And then when we are going for the 0, 1, 2, 3, when the I is 3 at the time, the index, this one, what will we get? Because 0, 1, 2, 3. So when we look for the current substring, A is at the index of the 0, right? So IDX is gonna be 0. So IDX is equal 0 at the time. We need to remove the elements, every element in front of A, and then that A also we will remove that one. Okay, and then we will change the stat pointer, right? Now the pointer is just 1, and then the pointer is gonna be B at the index of the B, right? So pointer is gonna be changed the place, and then plus equal, because we didn't we were just doing to the original substring, right? So we will change the pointer value, and then this one is the current substring, right? And then we will just do that. Okay, and then we can change the result, because now ABC is, oh, okay, when we are getting A, just 1. When we get AB, it's gonna be 2. And then when we get ABC, it's gonna be 3, right? So when we have A again, at the time the pointer is gonna be changed from A to B, and then the result can also be changed, right? But the result is the same in this case, right? But for example, if this one is also, like sometimes we cannot say now there is no, I mean, okay, let's see. Okay, now because we will get this result, because the result can be given by using the max function, because we will compare the current substring dot length and then our result. Now we have one, right? Okay, in the same way, when we return, okay, so okay, now at the time BCA, right? BCA, but the result is gonna be the same, B, and then CBA, right? No, CAB, and then ABC, and then what we got, BCB, right? BCB, at the time we will get just B, CB, and then just B. Okay, so we will return this three elements, right? Okay, so let's think about this case. X is this one, and then the current substring we have, we will just put P, and then the result we have is gonna be just 1, right, for the first time, and then P to PW, at the time the result is 2. Okay, and then PWW, at the time the next index is 1, right? So in the new index gonna be just W, the substring. So the maximum will not change because we take the maximum value, right? W, and then we will add WK, and then WKE. Okay, we have 3 now, and then when we see the W other than KEW, right? So the same, so we'll return just 3. Okay, so that's it. Let's run this code. The logic seems okay, seems to be okay. Okay, it's cool, so cool. So let's run this one, let's submit. Okay, cool, so that's it. Thank you.